Can I ask you something? Why is it that the things you chase the hardest either never come or never truly satisfy you? Yet the greatest gifts in your life, your heartbeat, your breath, life itself, were given to you without asking. That isn't a coincidence. There's something most of us never notice, an invisible trap that quietly keeps us searching in the wrong place. And once you see it, everything begins to make sense. Imagine a child is about to be born. Months before the birth, the parents go out and provide for all the child's needs.
The question is the source of existence philosophical, not as kind as a loving parent who provided for all my needs before bringing me into this world? The answer is clear. The source has provided more than a human needs, but we are not in the right place to receive it. If you look at your own life, you will see an important truth. 95% of your life consists of blessings that have no substitute, like your body's intelligent system, your heartbeat, the air you breathe, and the sunlight. Look closely at these. 1. Automatic healing. When you cut your finger, do you command the wound to close? No. While you sleep, that silent intelligence stitches your skin together millimeter by millimeter. 2. The alchemy of transformation. You simply eat an apple, but who breaks down that apple and turns part of it into light in your eyes and part of it into strength in your knees? The false self doesn't even know the formula for this. 3. Sleep and awakening. Every night, without struggle or plea, that kind power takes you into the embrace of sleep, repairs your entire nervous system, and in the morning presents you again with the gift of awakening. Did you request these blessings? No. Life gave before I wanted. So what is the catch? Why does the outside world constantly scream, "Ask and it shall be given"? Is wanting from the position of the ego even the right thing to do? You might say, but there are problems in my life right now. I am broke or sick. Should I not ask? Pay attention. Not wanting does not mean not praying. It means not having greed or clinging. Your failure is exactly due to your greedy running after desires. The story is simple. We now know that there is a false self within us that is in conflict with life. When I start wanting with this fake identity, it is actually anti-life making the request. How is it possible for anti-life to want something and the result be peace? The sages say, the essence of what you seek enters your life. If your inner essence is made of the false self, meaning fear and lack, even if wealth enters your life, it only increases the trouble and the fear of loss. When you seek with the false self, you are actually praying against yourself. We realized that when we are in the prison of the false self, we do not have the right vision. Imagine you are wearing glasses with red lenses and you look at the winter snow. You see the snow as red and you panic, wondering why blood is raining from the sky.
The snow is white, but your tool of seeing makes it look terrifying. It is exactly the same in life. When your interior is full of pessimism, if someone smiles at you, you see their kindness as mockery. You don't see reality. You are watching your own mental movie on the screen of the world.
This fake self cannot hear the sound of light and does not know the language of life. It is literally deaf and blind. How can this blind creature be your guide to reaching happiness?
In this deep sleep, our entire goal has become being more beautiful, richer, more important.
Because the false self only feels alive through comparison and seeking superiority. If you know how the false self dies, the key to freedom is in your hands. The false self only lives through your attention. The more you pay attention to its thoughts and judgments, the more powerful it becomes. The more you ignore the mental noise, it dies of hunger. This is an illusory entity. Just like a software file on a computer, if your memory is cleared, the false self also disappears.
As long as you don't start imitating society again and don't attach objects to yourself, attachment to self-image, it will not return. This fake self is never satisfied. Let me give you an example. The way the false self operates is exactly like the story of the donkey whose owner dangled a carrot from a stick right in front of its nose. The donkey kept running and running to reach the carrot, but the carrot always moved right along with it.
The false self tells you, only if I get that house, if I reach that love, I will be at peace. You run and you arrive, but an hour later, the next carrot appears. Now I want this one. This engine of wanting never turns off because its promises are always in the future. The false self cannot survive in the present moment, so it constantly throws you into a future that does not exist.
We have abandoned the original home, the heart and presence, and are looking for water in the desert of the mind. It's like that famous story. A beggar had been sitting on an old box for years, begging for spare change from passers-by. One day, a traveler asked, "Have you ever opened that box?" The beggar said, "No, it's just an old box." At the traveler's insistence, he opened the box and saw that it was full of gold and jewels. We are that beggar. We are sitting on the treasure of the inner witness and divine blessings, yet we stretch our hand toward the outside world. When you request with the state of "I don't have," the poverty of the ego, the universe returns the frequency of poverty to you. You buy a house, but you suffer. You gain a position, but you are anxious. Because you haven't seen the treasure beneath your feet. Rumi shows the way. Return from the future and settle in this moment. Your only goal should be, I want to silence this, the false self. When you turn off the engine of wanting, it means you are no longer fueling the ego. Judge for yourself. When you say, I want, 95% of your being that is screaming is that very the false self. With every confirmation of its desires, you strengthen the bars of this prison. The golden step is the practice of not wanting. Don't be afraid. Not wanting does not mean depression or immobility. It means, I do my duty, but I have no clinging to the result. How many years did you run with the method of the false self? How many times did you hit a closed door? For a while, try Rumi's method. Stop craving the stranger. Rumi promises, if you give up narcissistic insistence, you will find both drunkenness, inner joy, and reach your external goals, but this time without suffering. Union with the Source is possible right here and right now. You might ask, so how do I request? The answer is, before you open your mouth, higher consciousness is more eager than you to bestow its blessings upon you. But your vessel is filled with the debris of the false self. Rumi reveals the ultimate secret of the universe in this wonderful phrase: "Upon absolute naught you fastened our being." This means that all your being, glory, and successes are inseparably built and secured upon absolute naught. The law of creation is, you must become empty to be filled. This nothingness does not mean your destruction. It means emptying yourself of illusions and releasing attachment to self-image. It means, in the role of the inner witness, courageously identifying who you are not. I am not my fears. These are just contractions in my mind. I am not my pride or my ego. These are masks that prevent seeing the truth. I am not my grudges, my anger, or my past wounds. I am that vast space in which these appear. When you collapse these false layers through the return, you are actually holding space for the presence of life. That is where the miracle happens. Suddenly, you see that those things you ran after for years, which were fleeing from you, are now following you like a shadow. Our action plan is just one thing: identifying the layers of the false self and avoiding them. To accurately understand terms such as the false self, attachment to self-image, and holding space, please watch our first video where these are explained in depth. Decide right now to throw away what you are not, so that who you truly are may dawn. To keep this lamp lit and to ensure this life-saving awareness reaches those trapped in the snare of the false self, be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button.